Let's go out with a bang here. This might be our last pack rip in a little while with the drops ending. So let's hit something here.
Let's do it.
What's up, Candy fam? My name is Nate, that's David, and this is the Talkin' Candy Weekly Update. Every week we take a dive into everything going on in the world of candy and give you an idea of what you need to be paying attention to. And while David and I each have collections of our own, none of this is financial advice. Please do your own research. We are just here to have a good time. David, how you doing?
Nate, I'm doing good. It's gonna be it's the final drop of the 2022 set, and I just can't wait to get into it and everything else that's coming soon.
Yeah, what seemed like a very long wait to get packs is now in the final chapter of this initial leadoff series. So we've got L6 dropped today on Tuesday, and we're going to rip some of those packs. In addition to that, we're going to talk about burning a little bit more because we have an official start date, or at least a theoretical start date. I think that they'll stick by it. We've got a few commemorative NFTs that have continued to drop, so we're going to dive into that a little bit more, slight discussion on that. We interviewed Jordan Romano last week and put up a video about that, so we'll touch on that. That was really cool if you haven't had a chance to take a look at that yet. Talk a little bit about Stranger Things, and last but not least, we're going to be pushed 24 hours next week, so still going to have a weekly update next week, but it will come out on Thursday instead of Wednesday, so keep an eye out for that. But as we do, let's jump into some of the updates here. So we had the giveaway, the pack giveaway on Twitter. Shout out to Victor Sistemis, I hope I'm saying that right, for winning this. We had over 250 people retweet the pack giveaway, so thank you to everybody for participating. Got a lot of new followers, a lot of new people as part of the community, so awesome to see that. Thank you to everybody. We also saw one of our super fans, Eric Fate, who's always active on Twitter and commenting. He decided to rip a few packs the other night. These were lineup 5 packs, I believe. And he ripped 3 packs. He pulled an epic in all 3 packs. And on the 3rd pack, he pulled the number 1 Jose Ramirez, which is just an unbelievable pull. So congratulations to him. Thought that was pretty cool. He recorded it. Appreciate when other people record their stuff. And there you go. There's the Jose Ramirez, number 1 of 250. So that was really cool. Congrats to Eric. And then we had the announcement on the 10th of June that burning is going to commence on July 18th. They've stated it as a goal date, but Candy's been pretty good about when they put out an actual date that they've stuck to it. So I would expect to see that happen. And so that's a Monday, July 18th. They're also doing trivia every single day, started yesterday, Monday the 13th. Every day at 1 Eastern, there's trivia in Discord. There's 3 guys that are the answers, and those 3 guys are being revealed as players from the Epic tier that are going to be eligible to burn. Talk about that a little bit more. You also win $25 to Fanatics if you're one of the first 5 to guess that correctly each day. So keep an eye out for that. Set an alarm. And then I'll let you take this. We've got some Stranger Things continuing to happen, and you made a video last week about it.
Right, so each week for the next several weeks, there's going to be a series of challenges that we have to solve to get the free NFT for the Stranger Things candy combination promotion they've got going on. And so I just made a short, about 5-minute video with the solutions for week 2. And I'm probably going to keep making some short videos for the next few weeks. As long as they keep putting out Stranger Things puzzles, I'll get you some solutions. Now, the one thing to keep in mind is that the prize only goes out to the first so many people who complete it. And so you're still going to want to make sure that you've joined the Discord and you're paying attention there, because there's a very real possibility that by the time my solutions hit YouTube, they might already all be gone. So pay attention to the Discord first, and then if you just want the solutions to solve the puzzles afterwards, it'll be on YouTube for you.
Awesome. So keep an eye out for that. And then last but not least, as I stated at the top, had the opportunity to talk with Jordan Romano last week, put out a video regarding that, and a 25-minute video. Jordan has a huge candy collection, and he's very into it. He's responsible for getting a handful of the other Jays players into it. Talked about that a little bit. Talked about where he got it started, who got him into it, and he's also really into the whole burning challenges. He's been stacking players. So if you haven't seen that yet, definitely take a look. It's for sure one of the coolest things that we've had the opportunity to do so far. So thank you to Jordan for coming on and doing that with us, and looking forward to doing more videos of that nature in the future. So with that, let's quickly take a look at the pack drops. As we stated, we are in the middle of the final Leadoff Series lineup number 6. It's going to run from June 14th through the 24th. And we, as predicted, saw lineup 5 sell right in the ballpark, right in the same ballpark as lineup 4. So as far as we can tell, sold right around 15,000 packs there. So same with lineup 4, we've got 75% vaulted on each of those packs, because there was already a 50% vault rate, and then of the 31,000 packs available for sale, only about 50% of those sold. So that adds up to 25% sold and a whole bunch more vaulted. It will be very interesting to see how this plays out in the long run. Clearly, this isn't a good thing. It's good how they've reacted to it, and it's nice to see some normalized floors and prices in the market, given the supply and demand being more in alignment with each other. But clearly, there's still a lot to be handled here, and hopefully it's handled with care. So we'll keep you updated on that. I don't know if there's anything you wanted to add to that, David.
Like you said, it's not what we were hoping for. In a perfect world, Candy would already have a large enough community for there to be enough demand to completely sell out of all the packs they wanted to sell. And that demand, that community size, it's just not there yet. And we're believing for it. We're believing that it's coming, slowly, quickly, whatever the case may be. And we see the numbers on Discord. It grows week to week. So the community is building, just not as quickly as perhaps they expected it to. And so right now it's just the amount of packs that are selling is the amount that there is demand for, and that's good enough for me for right now. The question is, how long are they going to hold those vaulted packs back? And we just want them to make sure that as they release them, it's met by new demand. Because if they just release them all without any new demand, it could be pretty bad.
Yeah, I agree. I think that the positive of this is that we now have several pack drops for Candy to take a look at as a business, assess the supply and demand equation, and come up with a way to improve upon this going forward. I do think that we're going to continue to see a large set like this each year, and that's okay, but hopefully they make some adjustments to it next year, and hopefully in the coming months we have a lot more limited supply type drops. We are going to see something around the All-Star game that's been hinted at constantly. We're going to see some Legend Series type things. There's going to be more content, more NFTs, more series of different collectibles, and so hopefully we see it in a slightly different direction going forward, and just learn from what we've seen happen with the Leadoff series. So I think that a good segue is to talk about these commemorative tickets, because in terms of generating a larger user base, we've said it before and I'm going to say it again, I think that these are going to play a huge role in that. And we've already seen Candy roll out about 6 or 7 of these so far. I think it's starting to push up. We're seeing them trickle out. We've seen Byron Buxton get one. We've seen the A's do one for the 72 champs. There was a Pride Day one for San Francisco Giants. There was, Miguel Cabrera's 3,000th hit was commemorated the other night. So these are starting to roll out, and the process is simple. If you go to the game and you scan your ticket using the Ballpark app, and every ticket that you get scanned in for is going to become eligible to receive an email after the game with a redemption code. So if you scan in 4 tickets for your whole group, you're going to get 4 separate emails. In theory, this is what I'm told. Haven't had this happen yet. But that's what it should look like. That's how it should work. So the only thing you have to do is make sure that you're getting into the ballpark using the ballpark app, not a physical ticket, if anybody even has those anymore, and not some other email that you're scanning a barcode through. So make sure you're entering in that way. Keep an eye out in the Candy Discord. The MLB announcements always has these trickling out. I think Seattle has one coming up, and this Adley Rutschman commemorative Adley Rutschman NFT was supposed to be released in Baltimore the other night. The game was rained out. It's been pushed to August 18th, which is a Thursday. So if you were hoping to get that, you've got time to plan and see if you've got any buddies that can go to the game for you. I know that Devin went to the Detroit game the other night. By chance, he had a baseball trip planned. So I think that he's got some of those Miggy NFTs coming his way. And I'm hoping that he got one extra ticket scanned for me, but we'll see.
We'll see. Now, I almost like the fact that this game was rained out, because so far at least we're not getting a lot of notice in between when they announce which games are going to be eligible for these events and when the games occur. And that can be difficult. I live, it's about a 4-hour drive from San Francisco, and I would have gone to that game, the Giants-Dodgers game, and to get one of those Pride Day NFTs if I'd had more time.
Mm-hmm.
But finding out the day before just wasn't enough time for me to change all my plans for the weekend to be at that game. And so, I mean, in the case of the rainout, now people have 2 months to figure out how they're going to be there in August. And so I'd like a little more time, but I love that they're, ramping up. They're making it available for more games. More teams are opting in. It's a very positive trend. And what we see on the accounts that are listing these tickets for sale, we're seeing that these are brand new accounts, a lot of them. So these are new people getting introduced into the Candy ecosystem. And some of them are going to sell their ticket, and that's that. And some of them are going to stick around. And so we just want to see more of that. This is a great way for them to reach new people.
This is a good reason to go to the game, right? People go to the game for bobbleheads. People go to the game for whatever particular giveaway happens to be going on. So why not something like this? And Adley's a big pull. So it's a cool thing. We've said it before. I think that this is going to continue to be a bridge between your average fan and just educating them on the fact that digital collectibles are a thing. You give them something that they go onto the marketplace and find out that it's worth $20 or $50 or $100. That's cool. That's a cool introduction. They got it for free just for going to a game. So I like these. I've said it before. I'm going to keep saying it. Let's talk about burning. So quick recap with some other graphics here. These are the burn mechanics. Any player that comes out in a given week, you're going to have the option to burn your way to a Titan for that player. You need to burn 51 points worth of that specific player, and then you can use an accumulation of any number of other players to get your remaining 49 points. This is your scorecard, if you will. Cores 3, uncommon 6, rares 15, and epics 40. So once you hit that 51 points on Titan, you're going to want to shift over to a lesser value player. And then what we're going to talk about is the epic tier that are going to be getting Titans. And so I just wanted to quickly pull up this prior graphic. This is your breakdown of the different buckets that players are falling into with these pack drops. So at the top, you've got your one of one tier, your legendary tier, and all of those guys are getting Titans. So anybody that goes as high as getting a one of one is also going to be eligible for a Titan. And we've seen floor prices reflect that because we know that it's coming. Now the epic tier, on the other hand, is this Miguel Cabrera tier. They've got all the same mint counts, all the exact same cards in circulation as the legend tier, except for that one of one. But because of that, the 150 players that fall into that bucket are not guaranteed a Titan. 100 out of those 150 will get a Titan. So the players in the 2 lower buckets will get nothing. The epic tier, 2/3 of them will get a Titan. So was there something you wanted to add to that?
Just a small point of clarification. We've been using that 150 talking point for a while now because we didn't know exactly how many were going to fall into that epic tier because they made some changes back when they reduced the overall size from 720 players to 630. And so we ballparked and estimated that there'd be 150 in that epic only tier without the legendary. Turns out it's 140. So only 40 out of 140 are going to be getting snubbed. And these numbers that you see here, the 40 players, the 25 players, that was specifically for lineup one.
Mm-hmm.
But for the relevant tiers that we're talking about, it'll be 140 epic only players and 100 legendary players. And so out of those 240, we'll see 200 receive Titans. So
Perfect.
still pretty good odds for everyone in that epic tier. In fact, even better than if there were 150.
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you for that clarification. Yeah, this is a recycled graphic, so this is from lineup one. But yeah, just wanted to quickly hit those two items before jumping into this reveal, which we touched on at the top. And each day there's trivia that comes out. You get 3 questions. You got to fill it out as quickly as you can, and if you're one of the first 5 people to get it, you will be rewarded with a Fanatics $25 gift card. But that's cool. But what's cooler to me is just finding out these epics each day, finding out these Titans each day. So I'm doing my best to tweet that out. I don't know if it's going to happen every single day, but I'm going to try. And what we have so far through 2 days of trivia are these 6 players. So we've got Miguel Cabrera, Dansby Swanson, Yohan Moncada, Kevin Biggio, Ryan Mountcastle, and Josh Rojas. So these 6 guys are in that epic tier and are guaranteed to get Titans. They're the only 6 that we know so far. And you and I have both been paying attention to the floors. You just did a little further look, but we saw people quickly sweep up the $1 floors of these cores of these particular players, but the supply is big enough that it has come back in for the most part. So I think that it's still a little bit too far away for it to impact. And also, it just depends on the player, right? There might not be enough demand. At Miguel Cabrera, the floors were already high because it's already Miguel Cabrera. So it's just going to depend on the player. It's going to depend on how people feel about it. And I think that we're still going to see the bigger spikes in the week that it actually happens, that you're able to craft that Titan. That's pretty much it on that. It's not super complicated, but we are going to have these trickle out and find out each day who the different options are. So stay on top of that. If there's guys that you are on the fence about stacking or not, you'll have the ability to have the full information, the full story, and then go make a play on that. So, and don't get caught up in buying it the second that it comes out, because a lot of people are going to do that. And I don't think that it's that urgent unless it's a select few players.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I got. That's all I got. This is going to be a short one. Was there something else?
No, it's the new set. We're excited to rip into some of those packs. It's, what we've been talking about for a couple weeks now is burning. And so, most people should already be familiar with how that works. We've harped on it, multiple times now. And so right now we're just staying the course. We're, just focusing on that. There was the Sweet Futures challenge that got announced earlier today.
Right. Yeah, the Sweet Futures basketball challenge just got announced, and the way that that's going to work is anybody that holds a Sweet Futures NFT, Sweet Futures basketball NFT, as of Thursday at midnight, 11:59 p.m. to be exact, is going to be eligible, and you're going to have the option to, they're going to send you a form, and you can slot in the 8 Sweet Futures basketball players and predict what order they're going to be drafted in. So if you are one of the, how many people is it? I think a lot of people are going to get it right, and then you get entered into a raffle if you're one of those people. And how many people are going to get the jersey?
I believe it was 5. 5 people
okay.
will win a signed jersey from one of those players, I believe, of their choice.
Yeah, it did say of their choice. So it's a long shot, like a lot of these things, but that's how raffles work, right? It was a long shot to win the pack too, but you don't have to do that much. It's fun. You never know if you might get it, and it's a fun way to get involved with the NBA draft a little bit more. So keep an eye out for that. I think you can grab a Sweet Futures core for $10 right now. So grab one of those if you want to enter into that little lottery. And getting a signed jersey would be a cool piece of memorabilia. You can either hang it up on your wall or sell it and use it to buy more NFTs. So, all right, let's rip some packs. As I do, I forget whose turn it is to go first.
I don't remember either. Last week I remembered, but I can't remember what it was.
I think that it's your turn to go first.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty
I
sure.
can live with that, whether it is or it isn't.
Okay. Let's go. Are you on a pack there? I think I've got your screen pulled up already.
Yes. Let's make sure it's not frozen.
Yeah, we're good.
And it's moving around. So 2 packs from lineup 6. As usual, we wait to rip until we're recording for you guys. So I haven't ripped anything yet from this lineup, and I'm excited. I want to get that epic. Mike Yastrzemski would be my best pull, and there's a few other big names. I wouldn't mind Fernando Tatis Jr. There's some good people in this set.
Speaking of, I'll run through the list real quick here. We've got 4 potential legendaries in that tier. We've got Chris Bryant, Austin Meadows, Fernando Tatis, Robbie Ray, Corey Seager, Ozzie Albies, Trevor Story, Javier Baez, Corbin Burns, Carlos Correa, Jacob deGrom, Aroldis Chapman, Matt Chapman, Marcus Semien, and Jesse Winker. So those are your 15 legendary tier guys. You've also got Spencer Torkelson and Adley Rutschman in this drop. So those are 2 huge ones. Yastrzemski, which you touched on. Adam Wainwright is a fan favorite. Noah Syndergaard, and I think that kind of rounds it out. So Torque and Adley Rutschman are definitely the 2 top names in that epic category. So always fun to know what you're searching for. But yeah, let's go out with a bang here. This might be our last pack rip in a little while with the drops ending. So let's hit something here.
Let's do it. All right. Thumbtacks. Opening. And a rare. Okay.
Oh, it froze for me. Ugh, worst timing.
Where's? I mean, at least I didn't get black screened. But
No.
let me.
There we go. We missed the reveal, but we're back.
Starting with a rare. But first, as always, the course. Got Josh Harrison, second baseman for the White Sox. Zach Davies, starting pitcher for the Diamondbacks. Joey Wendell, third base for Miami. The uncommon, Mike Yastrzemski, center fielder for the Giants, my guy. And the rare, hit me with another yes. Randall Grishuk, center fielder for the Rockies. Okay, all right. We'll take the rare. We're just going to pop in here, double check these serials. Nothing jumps out. Most of them, 600,000. That's fine. Pack number 2. Thumbtacks away. And
all
another
right.
rare. 2 rares.
Double rare. You'll take that.
Okay, Robbie Ray, the first core, starting pitcher for the Mariners.
Legend tier.
Gavin Lux, second baseman for the Dodgers.
Man, I have too many Gavin Lux rookie cards, physical. Too
many.
Okay,
I was going to say, he's out of the lower tiers without epics. He's actually got a pretty high price so far today.
Yeah, he's still young enough that he could do something. He was a top prospect for a while.
Akil Baddoo, center fielder for the Tigers. The uncommon is going to be Griffin Jacks, starting pitcher for the Twins. And the rare, Patrick Corbin, starting pitcher for the Nationals.
All right.
Nothing to get
Nothing
too
crazy,
excited
but
about.
you got your Yaz and you got 2 rares. It's not the worst.
Ray, number 26, and his jersey is 38. So just a slight miss, but still a nice low serial there. And that's good. 2 rares. I take that.
All right. Sending it over. Wardrobe change.
Oh, yep. Pack hat time.
Pack hat. regardless of what happens here, this pack hat has served me well.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's had one off week, but everything else has been beautiful.
All right, pack number 77. Let's go. All right.
Oh, rare?
Not a bad start. Not a bad start.
3 for 3 on rares.
Gleyber Torres. Wilmer Flores.
That was supposed to be in my pack.
Roberto Perez. All right, uncommon. Robbie Ray. All right, need some redemption here on the rare.
That was my pack.
It's a
rare
cool.
Yastrzemski.
But as a Red Sox fan, I get some joy in that too. It's a cool card.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, his grandfather.
Yeah, his grandfather.
Carl Yastrzemski.
Mm-hmm. Might have heard of him. All right. Any nothing crazy. 888 on Robbie Ray. It's kind of cool. All right, pack number 2. Pack number 76. All right, 4 for 4 on rares. We'll take that.
Nothing but rares.
We'll take that. Let's get some players in here. Taylor Rogers. Pretty nasty closer. Amir Garrett. All right, little Joey Lucchesi. A little too much pitching representation there.
Mm-hmm.
Uncommon. Drew Smith. Oh God, it's a pitcher pack.
One shot.
Come on, Tatis. Tommy Edman. Not the greatest showing. Not the greatest showing. What do we got? Anything good? Nothing good for cereals. All right. Well, 4 for 4 on rares. We'll take that. We'll take that. It could be much worse.
No epics, but yeah, 4 packs, 4 rares.
It'll have
Pretty
to
happy
do.
still.
It'll have to do. Well, if you don't have anything else, I don't have anything else. This is the Talking Candy weekly update. My name is Nate. That is David. Appreciate everybody being here, and we will see you in the next one.